While everyone is off enjoying the continued success and new titles releasing for the Nintendo Switch, it's almost time to say goodbye to the titles of Nintendo's last two pieces of hardware. Announced last year on February 16, 2022, Nintendo announced that the eShops of the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U would close in the month of March 2023, later specifying March 27, 2023 as the official closure date. Now when you look at the time, we're now 17 days away from the eShop's closure given this video's release. Given one of the original Q&A responses that was available on the support site before it was scrubbed away, they seemed adamant in their decision. As read from an archive of the original page, once it is no longer possible to purchase software in Nintendo eShop on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS family of systems, many classic games for past platforms will cease to be available for purchase anywhere. Will you make classic games available to own some other way? If not, then why? Doesn't Nintendo have an obligation to preserve its classic games by continually making them available for purchase? Across our Nintendo Switch Online membership plans, over 130 classic games are currently available in growing libraries for various legacy systems. The games are often enhanced with new features such as online play. We think this is an effective way to make classic content easily available to a broad range of players. Within these libraries, new and long-time players can not only find games they remember or have heard about, but other fun games they might not have thought to seek out otherwise. We currently have no plans to offer classic content in other ways. Basically, don't expect them to reverse their decision like Sony did regarding the PlayStation 3's online store. Now, while their statement is in reference to classic titles that were available through the Virtual Console, what I think is more important are the original titles for both platforms. Not just Nintendo's titles, but third parties and indie developers as well. If you're interested in what games we suggest, we have an SU Choice article featuring a few of the Source Gaming team's recommendations. Check it out once you're done with this video in the description and end card. However, this video is to give you suggestions on some things that you should do before you make the decision to spend any money. And our first tip are for fans of Pokemon. While many Pokemon fans with a 3DS may own this piece of software already, if you happen to not be in the know, then you should take advantage of what's occurring with Pokemon Bank. Like the name implies, Pokemon Bank is a software that allows you to bank and store Pokemon that you've captured from the Nintendo 3DS lineup of mainline Pokemon games. This lineup includes Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. While the service has a unit subscription that costs $4.99, the Pokemon company is removing that price point once the eShop closes down, thus making the ability to transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home about $5 or less. You will still need a premium subscription for Pokemon Home for the transfer. Additionally, you should download the Poke Transporter, which can only be done through the Pokemon Bank app. With Poke Transporter, you can send your Pokemon from Pokemon Black, White, Black 2, White 2, and any of the mainline Generation 1 and 2 Virtual Console titles to Pokemon Bank. This was always free to do, but with the eShop closing down, if you didn't have it downloaded before, you won't be able to get it once the eShop closes. If you don't care for Pokemon and are just interested in whatever games you can get, then I'd absolutely suggest downloading however many game demos you can. Even if there are games that you know you were already interested in, having the demos for games that you're giving attention to for the first time may lead you to some newfound enjoyment. Then, if you ever happen to get a physical copy of the game, there may be a chance your save data will carry over or you'll gain special items or gifts from having played the demo. Granted, there are some games without demos, and for those, maybe you can take a chance at the trailer or something you enjoy. The same goes for games that are digital only. Now, onto my final suggestion: research. If there's a game that you want for the 3DS or Wii U but perhaps don't have the money to purchase it anytime soon, see if it's available on a different platform. This can also be said for delisted titles. For example, one of my favorite puzzle games, Edge, was released for the 3DS. However, at some point it was delisted. Thankfully, if anyone wants to play the game now, they can purchase it on Steam and mobile devices. Wanted to grab the Mega Man Battle Network titles on Wii U Virtual Console? Well, it's a good thing that Capcom is releasing the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection for all current platforms and PC. Although, it doesn't include Chip Challenge, and we have no idea if it will ever join the lineup of GBA NSO titles. So perhaps that may be one you pick up, if it tickles your fancy. Once again, the eShop for both the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U will be closing on March 27, 2023. If you want to add any funds to your account, you'll have to do it through the website or your Nintendo Switch by linking your Nintendo ID from either of the two sunsetting consoles to your current Nintendo account. You will still be able to re-download any titles you already purchased, software updates, and play games online. But as for any new purchases, prepare to say goodbye to a large lineup of games. If you want to know about some games that you should pick up before the eShop closes, you should check out our SG Choice on the matter on our website. Do you know of any tips that I've missed out on? Perhaps any games that you would suggest yourself? Let us know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and always remember to return to the source.